In a somewhat surprising move, the New York Giants release safety Logan Ryan. And this is a move that really is not about clearing cap space. It's not about that at all. It's literally Joe Schoen saying, we don't think that you are really a fit or no longer needed on this team. And what I'll say in terms of his on-field play, Logan Ryan in 2020, like a lot of other guys on the defense, was really excellent. I thought it was just, statistics notwithstanding, I thought it was a really good season for Logan Ryan in 2020. 2021, thought he took a bit of a step back, to be honest. I thought he looked a little bit slower, some more missed tackles, some dropped interceptions, wasn't quite as good. Still, a quality player for sure, but I think he did definitely decline a little bit. And then there's the leadership aspect, which he's always been touted for. But what's also very noteworthy is that him and Joe Judge were very, very tight from their time together in New England. And so, not that he was released for that reason, new regime, new coaching staff, but it could be part of it where Joe Schoen feels like this locker room could use a different voice. And, I think Logan Ryan had good intent, but some of the things he did say in the media were, questionable, and kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. And so, again, I think he meant well. I think that he was probably mostly well-liked in that locker room, but just in terms of forgetting about the financial implications, I don't have that much of a problem with Logan Ryan. What this also says, let's remember, Dave Gettleman just put this team in a really, really, really tough situation. The Giants are not going to be, in my opinion, a real competitive team for a couple years. It's going to take some more patience, which is really tough because the Giants haven't been good for a while, but you have to trust Joe Schoen's vision. And he doesn't see Logan Ryan as someone that should be on this team moving forward. And, Logan Ryan is not young. I think that he certainly, there will be interest in Logan Ryan from other teams. And I think that he will, likely be scooped up, and I think he'll still get paid. But it was interesting. Logan Ryan was signed right before the 2020 season and was extended before the season had ended. That's how much of an impression he made on the front office. It was a very good fit. But last year, it just didn't work out. But it's interesting. I think Logan Ryan could have worked out well in Wink Martindale's system. Logan Ryan, very versatile, has a history of being a cornerback. And so now now the Giants definitely have a need at safety. But it does, anything's on the table. I really hope this doesn't mean that Kyle Hamilton is in play at picks 5 or 7. I'm just not interested in that, honestly. I think the safety position is one which is a little bit lower on the importance as far as positions go. Not as unimportant as running back, but I think that obviously, in edge rusher, everything being equal, if you have a choice of Kayvon Thibodeau or Kyle Hamilton, you're taking Kayvon every single day of the week. So, yeah, this is interesting. And I wonder if maybe this opens up the door for Jabril Peppers to come back. But my gut tells me the two are kind of unrelated. But it out of all the outgoing free agents, i.e. Will Hernandez, i.e. Lorenzo Carter, Jabril Peppers is the one that maybe there is a fit there. Maybe it's possible on a cheap deal he does return. I guess Julian Love's going to have a pretty big role, which I think was kind of expected anyway. Of course, Xavier McKinney kind of took Logan Ryan's 2020 role in 2021. So it's not as if the Giants are completely lacking at the safety position, but that is now a need. And so, yeah, this Logan Ryan release, a bit unexpected. And let's also keep in mind, James Bradberry's likelihood of being on the Giants is still very slim. Is there a chance? Sure. I just wouldn't count on it. I think either he's going to be traded or released. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure how. But I just don't think we're going to see James Bradberry. So the secondary is, going to need to be sort of revamped in terms of a position that the Giants really had nobody in terms of NFL talent. Tight end. The Giants did sign Ricky Seals-Jones, formerly of Washington, now Commanders. He had been on the Arizona Cardinals. He's kind of bounced around in his career. Had some decent years with Arizona Cardinals, was on the Cleveland Browns, and then kind of fell into irrelevancy before, coming back around on Washington. So Seals-Jones, I think he was a converted wide receiver. He is definitely athletic, good at contested catches. He actually had one of those against the Giants in week 2, a really important fourth quarter touchdown. I think it was against Adoree Jackson. So Ricky Seals-Jones, I don't think, that shouldn't change the outlook of the draft. But the Giants needed, actual NFL bodies. So that's just simply what it is. But Ricky Seals-Jones, I think, not really a great blocker necessarily, definitely more of a pass catching tight end. So it gives Daniel Jones or Tyrod Taylor another weapon. But I think Seals-Jones, he might settle in as like a tight end too. Again, but I didn't think that signing was too important, but certainly worth mentioning. But again, Logan Ryan cut. And Joe Schoen, he said that there was going to be, some tough decisions to be made, and this was one of them. And it's a little bit of a head scratcher just because the Giants are only saving, I think, like $800K from this move. So this was not a cap-related release. So that says a lot. To me, that says a lot about their opinion on Logan Ryan, whether that be on the field, off the field, whatever you want to call it. This is saying, hey, like, we just simply, we can keep you. We just don't want to. So, but I think that it's a matter of, like the Giants want to get younger. I think Joe Schoen has a vision for who he wants. We're going to see a lot of Dave Gettleman's and Joe Judge. A lot of those players slowly exit the building. We did see some players, Sterling Shepard, of course, dates back even before Dave Gettleman, the longest tenured Giant, a Jerry Reese guy. So Sterling Shepard's a little bit different. Blake Martinez, again, the Blake Martinez injury, I think they must have felt like linebacker, like if they get rid of Blake Martinez like that, there could be a really big hole there. Whereas if they get rid of Logan Ryan, I think they feel like they can make that up. There must be some sort of plan there. Again, though, let's remember, 2022 wins are really not all that important. I'm not expecting to see them make the playoffs. This is a rebuild. Make no, don't question that. This is, they can say whatever they want, but Joe Schoen basically admitted, like, this is a look at, looking to the future. And while I think Logan Ryan, like, I like the idea of Logan Ryan coming in to kind of help foster and sort of help the young players grow. And in some ways, I think he probably helped that. But at this point, maybe they're looking at a player that really is in true decline. That might be the case. Like, while I could see Logan Ryan doing well in a certain spot, I don't have a huge problem in terms of, like I said, as far as the player goes. I personally didn't love Logan Ryan's 2021. Someone might have a different opinion on that. I understand that. What I do have a little bit of a problem with is you probably could have made other moves to open up some more cap space. So, again, it says a lot that Logan Ryan flat out cut. This is not a cap casualty. So let's see what Joe Schoen has in store, but expect the unexpected in what has been a pretty interesting offseason for the New York Giants.